What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. This is Listrix, and I'm here to show you my Hunter's Fury XP grind build. Now, this does work out good with the Burdens of Truth season modifiers. I will warn you of that. So if you're watching this after the season modifiers for the Burden of Truth, I don't know if they're going to come out with new ones similar, but I'm sorry. But you can still do this build without it. Just takes a little longer, but that's okay. So the build starts out, a little breakdown for you. It is the running the specialization gunner. Reason for that is I am getting a 10% armor on kill, as well as while I'm running this, I do challenging with all directives active. Yes, challenging with all directives, including Fog of War, and I get 10%. 10% of my total ammo count in my clip. So I get that with having the gunner, and that coincides with running Pistolero. So that is the reason I use this, as well as, like I said, getting 10% armor on kill. And that's what this build is really about. And that's how I'm able to survive using this, running a gun and on a hardcore character. Now I will break down the modifiers. It is running it with the overdrive. You get that unlimited ammo supply. You get an increase in damage as well as the rate of fire, which is super amazing to have, especially with the chatterbox. One of the big things that I run is the microwave coils. Reason for that, obviously, it burns them, and it's nice. It's an added damage boost for you as well. The other two are, they don't matter. You don't really need to worry about it. Like I said, I only use microwave coils for that. The other thing I want to mention is I do run the chatterbox with this. Reason for that is because of the rate of fire you can get, as well as kills refill 50% of your magazine. So that makes it easier to just mow down enemies. And I'll show you guys kind of in game real time on how I do that. But I also don't worry about having your secondary. If you don't have a chatterbox, the Dark Winter works just as fine with the Talent Perfect Killer. You don't have the chatterbox, you don't have the Dark Winter, just grab yourself a Vector. I found those are really, really good submachine gun. Pistol as well. Doesn't matter, but if you don't get your ammo back and you're not running the gunner with the pistolero, you can switch it out and not have to use your pistolero. That's fine as well. The build breakdown here as well is a 4-piece Hunter's Fury, and that gives you an increased 15% SMG damage. That's the one we're kind of pointing at here, as well as a 20% armor on kill. As I said before, this is really big on armor on kill build. And if for those of you who don't know, most of you do, but Hunter's Fury, in a sense, what it does is enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, and you get increased damage against them, as well as once you kill one of them, they're kind of in like a disoriented state, and they pass that on to other people within that 15 meters. Or, sorry, 5 meters. Um, and this one I'm just running with weapon damage, crit hit damage, and for the mod, I do have one PFE in this build. My gloves have weapon damage, crit hit chance. My knee pads have a blue core with a crit hit damage, and my holster has weapon damage as well as crit hit damage. Okay, now to the good stuff. We got a Palisade Steelworks chest piece, which gives me another 10% armor on kill, as that has, well, a armor core with crit hit chance, crit hit damage, another crit hit damage mod, and obliterate. Everyone knows obliterate. It's great to run for your DPS builds. Now I will let you know, as you can see, this is not a fully optimized build yet, and this thing still just shreds. For the backpack, I am running a Xenogetica to get 5% more armor with an armor core, as well as weapon handling, crit hit damage, and crit hit damage mod, with the talent Bloodsucker, which, once again, another 10% armor on kill. So, with that being said, my stats come out, like I said, not fully optimized, but I've only got 56% crit hit chance with 141% crit hit damage. And like I said, this thing just shreds open PvE. Now, running it in missions, I never really do it with this build. I haven't really tested it, haven't needed to, because like I said, this is just strictly a XP farm build. So you're going to want to hit up those public executions public executions, sorry, and just get that fast XP. For the skills that I'm running is a Banshee Pulse. I do have 20% expertise into the Banshee Pulse, so please bear that in mind while you're looking at this build if you're wanting to copy it. My Disorient may be longer than yours, or yours may be longer than mine if you're over that 20%. But I run the Banshee Pulse and, of course, Reviver Hive. Good alternative if you're a hardcore player that does not like to run a Reviver Hive would be a Striker Drone. And that's where that extra modifier will come in with the Striker Drone's damage increased by 50%. Now, the other thing I kind of wanted to go over as well is, like I said, this build isn't optimized. You don't have to have it optimized for it to work, but I do suggest you getting pretty darn close to this just to make sure. And on top of that, I also didn't mention earlier, but I do have 16% weapon damage expertise into here as well. Does it make a difference? I'm not too sure if you don't have any expertise into it, but I've never tried it. So run it with caution on that. Be a little safe, test it out in your shooting range and kind of see how it works from there for you, and go from there. As well, I do have a maxed out watch, so bear that in mind too. I don't want you guys in their hardcore characters looking at my build and being like, oh, perfect, I got the exact same thing he has. I'm going to go do it. I can do exactly what he does in the video, so I'm going to go run over there and do it. And then you die. And then you come into my comment section, man, I ran your build and I died. Yeah, well, you didn't have a maxed out watch, or you just weren't playing smart. So some of the areas that I watch out for these public executions are going to be right above Dua. You got territory control here right now, but usually it's either a public X or a territory. But here we got another one, so sometimes what I'll do is I'll hop over here to territory control, complete it, and then just run right over the public execution. Another location for these public X's that pop up a lot is right here. Currently it's territory control, which is fine. Another spot is right there. One of my favorite spots to run this is in Potomac Park. Pop over here to Tidal Basin, complete one. There's one right there. There's another one. Complete that. I don't have this mission done, but there would be a few more over in this direction, as well as a few down here. So Potomac is a really, really good location to do an XP farm, because these ones especially are just so close to each other, and you don't have to do much running. And that's kind of what you want to do with this build is, be able to run a gun and get it done quick, keep that momentum up. But for now, I'm going to just show you some in-game play. No cuts, no nothing like that. Just straight from the build to the in-game play. That way you guys can see it in action and make sure it works. So you're not just following my build just because I say it's good. I'm going to show you it's good. And it's hard to find those out there. But currently out of ammo, I do have, as I said before, difficulty is on challenging. Directives are all active. So that's what I run it with. My XP I get per public execution is I believe, doesn't show me right now, but I believe it's like 433 per public execution on challenging and all directives. So this shouldn't be too hard. I do have overdrive, so I should be able to get some ammo here quick. I'm going to wait right here for a second. Try to get at least one mag real quick. There we go. Got our mag. Said, gonna come up here, gonna Banshee Pulse. Lagging a little bit. Just my rate of fire. And this also really helps too if you know their spawn points. That is another huge thing that'll help you get this done a lot quicker as well. You can see my armor just flying every second. I don't know why I'm lagging right now, but oh well. Got my Banshee Bat. Go ahead and close out of that. Finish that. This is why I don't like doing territory controls, but I want to clear it out. so I can get a hostage, but it's only 240k, so I don't personally like running those. One over this way. I'm gonna reload next to them, get that fast fire. But you can clear these out with this build in under 30 seconds. It's usually about the time it takes you to clear these out. Under 30 seconds every time. See, bonus armor's there. It's just, like I said, you could also honestly do without having 3 armor cores on this build, and just stick with having the 2 for your chest and your backpack. Take this one off, put weapon damage. But like you've seen, you don't even need it. It's just challenging. You know, and this is under 30 seconds, you get a public execution done. As long as you farm those 2, it's pretty easy. You can get a territory there. There's another public execution that popped up while I was doing those 2. Come down here, maybe another one will pop up above you. It's just a matter of, you know, farming them out. And, you know, under 30 seconds to get almost 3/4 of the way through a level is pretty good to me. Got my overdrive active now. You're running a lot faster. Rate of fire gets increased. As you can see, I can just sit here and eat bullets. Done. That was weird. Done in under 30 seconds. So yeah, there's the build. I appreciate you guys watching. Please stay tuned, and I might be doing some more hardcore videos. More than likely will. If you guys have any tips, tricks, or questions you want to include, feel free to drop it down in the comment section. And if you guys want to see some more, make sure to hit that bell and subscribe, man. I'm going to be coming out with some more videos, I guarantee it. But as this is the first one I've come out with, I mean, not too bad. Good build to run. Really easy to get. I didn't really seem to have too many problems getting this, especially in Countdown. So it's not like it's a build that is near impossible to get with god rolls and such, whatever. But like I said, unfinished build, and it did insane amount of damage, as well as kept you with an insanely comfortable amount of armor. And that's kind of your big thing when it comes to hardcore, is you want to have that survivability, and you want to be able to kill things. And this is for your run and gun type of players that are coming from core to hardcore. This is your run and gun build to survive in hardcore. So there you go. Like I said, I appreciate it, you guys. Hope you guys had a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please hit that follow, like button, and have a good one. This is Listrix. I'm out.